Hello everybody, my name is Daniel and I have been playing Graveyard Keeper non-stop since I bought it. I kinda like the game. I'm not gonna lie, the people have been updating it over and over. From the initial release, I skipped over it because they said it was way too grindy, and I can still tell some of the bits of the grind are there. Um, But overall, I'm enjoying it. It gives me that Super Nintendo feel that I haven't had in a really long time, and I'm pretty fucking old at this point, and that feeling is nice. Like it gives me that kind of entertaining, kind of difficult without being the difficulty is not repeating and you not knowing when to push the button and you die type of difficulty. It's like a difficulty where it's just repeat the process, do it over, and eventually you'll succeed, which I like in like an RPG-ish story mode type game. Um, I've I've been playing without using voice. I've just been streaming, and it's mostly because a game like this you'd have to be talking for 6 hours straight. You can't really prepare for something, so you just have to like play the game and have stuff arise out of thin air. Um, which it kind of doesn't work that well for streaming. Well, it doesn't work that well for like a series that's like 20 minutes or 30 minutes long. It works well for streaming, and they do have streaming mechanics built into the game, but since I don't use Twitch or Mixer. I use Nvidia something or other that's built into my video card. I find that with this program I can stream at 1080p onto YouTube directly. And what is going on with this? I thought they fixed that. Okay, what the hell? They said that they had fixed this moss type of thing. Not the moss, but the fertilizer. Okay, I don't know. I don't know if I have to grow it or what. I'll have to check into that. But anyway, this video is not about me just doing meaningless labor and working and this and that. I wanted to share some of the tips and stuff that I have learned from playing this game that I wish I would have known when I first started. So first of all, my base is kind of pretty advanced. I got a lot of late tier tech, but there's some stuff that I wish I would have known earlier. Like for example, like they give you a stone thing here, and I had no idea why that stone thing was here, because I was like, there's no places to mine stone. So it turns out that if you just walk over there, like that's my home right there, it says sweet home, and this is the path that it's drawn on, the path to the left. So if you go to the left and go up, you see that it looks like a little hut on top of the hill that doesn't have a name, right below forest near the river. Over there's actually infinite stone now. Before it wasn't infinite, but yes, the stone thing is just right here. And there's fucking bats and shit. I don't think I have my sword. Yeah, so the stone thing, this is the stone thing. And I didn't, I never came up here because it was barricaded, and I really didn't know that if there was anything over there. So yeah, I just completely ignored that game for a large part of my time. and I would just like mine these little stones, and I had no idea that that thing was there. And that's where you get the large stones, and you stock them over here, and that building that they give you for free. Also, I wouldn't worry much about like farming initially. The donkey, he delivers constantly, and you're like forced to deal with corpses. And right now they don't have like any repercussions for just throwing a body into the river, but at a certain point throwing the body into the river means you're losing income, simply because you have to feed the mule carrots, and that costs money to begin with. um, but you can unlock the cremation technology, and you can burn bad corpses here and still get paid for it, unlike just throwing a body into the river. Also, I don't recommend you just play the game to play the game. Like, you should focus on what the quest is and just beeline it to finish a quest, because the hardest things, and I've seen people just straight up quit because the way the game handles certain tasks, it gives you sort of that end game um, mentality. Because you will, at the start, you will get a quest where you have to like fix up the church with like I think I have a kit right here. So they give you these stone repair kits and wood repair kits, and you're at the church, and like I had no clue what to use them for, and so I just left them in my inventory, and I was having a very hard time trying to get that quest done because the mule wouldn't stop bringing me corpses, and every time I put a corpse at the graveyard, I'd get negative scores. So the quest was like, get 5 quality skulls with laurels or whatever, and I was at like negative 20 because I just didn't have the technology or the resources to get out of that. So I'm gonna tell you like how to use one of these things. Like, they give you a couple of them. So what you're gonna want to do is, as soon as you get them, you're gonna want to try to spend them as fast as possible. And you basically, like, for example, I have stone, so I can use that on gravestone. So I click on it, and right there it says fix gravestones. So then I can just click on that and use my kit. So that's how you use the kits. And I had no idea how to use them. I didn't know what they were talking about. So that kind of screwed me up at the beginning. But yeah, that quest you kind of want to do right away, because the bishop, he kind of locks some key technologies away that you cannot get unless you do his things. And speaking about the bishop, like, the church and the graveyard are like linked together, and so you have to you'll get to the point where you have to do this citizen and be a rightful citizen and buy, like, for example, I'll show you an aristocrat. Says aristocrat, and I have to buy the aristocrat, and then I'll be able to unlock the rest of this stuff, right? So the issue is that the bishop, he's an asshole. He doesn't tell you that not only do you have to upgrade the church, but you have to buy your papers, and there's one for rightful citizens. So essentially, whatever it costs for you to upgrade your church, you're gonna need to double that, or you won't be able to pray or use sermons, which is another thing that you have to do. You'll have to like preach up here at the church and this and that, and he will close the church on you unless you get those papers, which is a pain in the ass, especially when you have to get gold and stuff like that, because like that's 12 gold, and that is a lot of money in this game. I basically I only have 12 silver, so I need 100 silver for 1 gold, you know. And I've been playing like non-stop. So there's that. That's just a little tip. And after you get this church fixed up or whatever, the next thing you're gonna want to do is fix this bridge. It's not that expensive to fix the bridge. It's just lumber, nails, and like metal scraps, which you'll be able to get with like a wooden anvil and the carpenter thing. But yeah, you'll want to fix that as soon as possible. On the other side, there is a lot of ore that could potentially help you get through that area, and that bridge will open up the swamp. And there's a lot of like mushrooms and stuff over there, flowers. There's a little pond over there. The thing that's over there that really matters early is the iron. So that's what you're gonna want. And with that iron, you could also pop the barrier that's up here. There's gonna be a barrier here that you're gonna want to break as well. And that opens up to the right side of the the upper area, because once you cross the bridge, you're gonna have to break that barrier on the left side over there. So yeah, there's like 3 barriers, so you're gonna have to choose between this one or the one on the left. I've been fortunate enough to get everything done so far, because I've been like I said, I've been focusing on trying to just build, because the mentality usually is, okay, build every building as soon as possible and leave quests for last. And if you do that, you will have a super duper hard time playing this game. So yeah, like build the building you need and advance the quest. Don't leave the quest for whenever you want and then build a building, or build like multiple buildings that you don't even need to use. And over there to the north, there's the quarry, which is your end game. That's why you want to choose to fix the bridge. And right across the bridge, there's a lot of iron ore, which will help you break this barrier or break the barrier over there. And either way, you can get over there. Over there, there is a hut and stuff you can sleep in. Let's see if we can walk through this forest. Yeah, the river's pretty. That waterfall's pretty loud. So in this forest, there's like a buttload of mushrooms, which at first they kind of suck because you only get one. But then you can unlock this technology called what is it? A forager, master gatherer. And once you get that master gatherer, everything becomes super easy because you'll get double yields. For example, harvesting that flower, it costs 3 energy, but since I get 2 flowers out, I replenish 6 energy. And sometimes I think it's only 2 energy, so I kind of like triple my energy just by picking up flowers, which is very, very useful. And that's the sound of the donkey. I think I fed him some. I think I fed him some carrots, so he's gonna keep bringing, you know, bodies back. But anyways, like every one of these is a flower that you could just pick, and you can eat the flowers for energy. It's super cheap, like food, even though flowers don't really heal that much, but you get 3 times as much energy back. So there's that. This is gonna be the next area you're gonna want to like inhabit. Yeah, inhabit's the word. Because over here, you'll not only do you have your stone, but this is your iron mine right here, and there's a quarry. I still haven't got the quarry stuff, but I imagine that's the end game resource right there. And you have coal up here, and there's another coal mine over here to the side, which coal is very, very important, especially in the early game, to like try to get that. Um, Something that I didn't know was that the quarrying you need to unlock. Let's see, where's the technology at? Okay, right here under smithing. No, that's not it. Is it under nature? Nope. 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 Okay, here it is. It's under building. So under building, you want to get to mining, and um, mining will let you harvest coal and the ore. And this concept of dirt, you can't get this until the preacher tells you to. The bishop, the beautiful bishop, the BB or whatever, he will give you this technology, so you can get dirt and sand. They're very important. I didn't unlock it till way too late that I should have. But because I couldn't fix the cemetery, like I said, I didn't know how to use the repair kits, and I figured it out, and I started repairing them, and I started, winning at the game. So that's just a tip that you should know. Um, this mining, you're gonna want this mining like as soon as possible, and eventually you're gonna want this precious mining because you will be able to get these resources from harvesting out the coal mine and harvesting out the iron, which you will have to do anyways. Um, like I sometimes I come over here, but I don't really come over here that often. I'll come over here and I'll harvest iron until my stuff breaks, and then I will take the pieces. Sometimes I put some here and leave it cooking, and then go back to town. I'll go back to my house and start working. One of the things that they put are these teleport stones. These are new. It allows you to teleport to town, and this is where you buy them. You'll end up doing the mission at the end. They're 2 silver, so they're a little expensive. Early game. Don't buy more than 1 stone. All the stones work exactly the same. If you use 1 stone, you won't be able to use the other. So yeah, like you don't really need more than 1. They're 2 silver, which essentially means cremate 2 bodies, and then you can buy the teleport stone. It's on a cooldown, and the cooldown is shared between every stone, which is pretty good to have. Okay, yes, I heard you. It's pretty good to have. Let's see, what else? Let's go back. So, fixing like this underground stuff, I kind of like left it behind a lot. I really wasn't worried about it, but you will want to like break these barricades that are down here sooner or later. They're kind of integrate. They're kind of important to the story or whatever. So if you ever have like downtime from buffing your normal routine. Oh, hold on, there's a fucking corpse down here now that I remember. That's probably why I came all the way around. Oh no, I guess the donkey just stopped. Okay. Alright, donkey stopped. Anyways, the harder stuff is doing like the alchemy. That's your end game thing. Eventually your church will unlock the study table, and this is the way you get blue tech. At my top right, you see I have a lot of green, but not a lot of blue. Blue tech is the hardest to get. It takes the longest to get. Boost fertilizer. Okay, what the fuck is boost fertilizer? I guess that boosts up my tier. I don't really know what boost fertilizer means, but Okay, I haven't made it yet. I've barely been on trying to get my alchemy stuff. I'm not gonna spoil it for you what's up there, but yeah, that's gonna be your story progress thing. Let's see. Let's come upstairs. So yeah, just fixing that bridge, breaking the barricade, getting your coal will like make life a whole lot easier because coal is worth so much more fuel and it's so easy to get compared to having to constantly chop firewood or even pick up sticks. The second thing, another thing that I would like to say is to try to get um, either cake or grape pie, which cake is probably going to be your better bet to get. It's going to cost some money to unlock the cake, which I believe you unlock the cake recipe by giving somebody the fillets, a merchant or something. I don't really remember too much who unlocked the cake. But yeah, you're gonna want to get this cake recipe before you actually start doing your cemetery stuff, because like the marker, all this bottom tier is, and this one I imagine, all this bottom tier is where you get your blue technology, technology points. So you can see just in between these three techs, that's 300 that I need, or yeah, 1, 2, yeah, 300 that I need to unlock. I'm only at 76, so that is a lot of blue points to get. And researching these, like I can unlock this, but I'm not going to. Like I'm trying to be super smart. Like one problem is that, oh man, I can unlock it, click. I can unlock it, click. No, no, no. You have to like hoard it, and when a quest asks for it, then you beeline right to it. You know what I mean? Like hopefully you understand what I mean. Once you play it, like just because it's open doesn't mean automatically unlock it. Automatically unlock it, because then you will have a super hard time trying to advance at all into the game. So you have to just like, for example, I needed to get ink for a quest. So I just went down and I unlocked ink. And then I was like, I need silver. So I need to make sermons. Okay, a sermon requires a book. So I unlocked a book. And I don't really need to spend time on anything else. One of the, like, this journalist, I kind of would recommend you get that as early as you can. This one, anytime you do like a quest or something, a story pops out, which is super helpful because you don't have to sit there and write stories all the time. You saw me with a story in my inventory earlier when I dropped it in that bookcase. So yeah, eat cake or just bake cake, come down here and eat the cake when you study, and that will help you get your points up. Like that journalist gives you all these. You can see I'm banking it, but they're kind of like bad. They're like basic. It's bronze and silver, or copper and silver, whatever. Yeah, so like I've done a lot of quests and they popped out these stories. I've never written a single story and I have 26 in total. Yeah, so that's the thing. I barely unlocked how to make black ink, and I bought a feather, so I need to make this pen and ink or whatever, so that I can make better sermons and all that good shit. So yeah, eat your cake, come over here to the study table, study. Like they tell you what it unlocks when you study it. So like for example, I haven't studied that because I haven't made cake yet, which I will make eventually, or even grape pie because I bought grape seeds. So yeah, that says study not complete. It has the purple symbol on it. I haven't studied it because I need to get as many blue icons as possible, or purple icons, whatever. Um, yeah, that one gives me green. That one gives me green. This one gives me red. As you can see, they give you points. So basically, that cake is gonna make it so that that's easier. Let's see what else. That's basically it. Like, just fix your graveyard as soon as possible. The tutorial will guide you. Um, you're gonna have to fix like this little chute right here, and outside they have another one that you can fix right here. You'll fix those up, and the donkey automatically throws bodies down there, and they don't decompose at such a high rate. Um, Unlock the cremation, and make sure you do the basic church quest as fast as possible, or else you'll have a really hard time. Eventually the donkey will stop constantly bringing stuff, and he'll park there, and then you feed him carrots. Fix your bridge, or go up north and fix your bridge, because over here there's like an NPC and all kinds of other stuff, so that's important too. Um, but not only that, there's like mushrooms that you can harvest, and iron. There's plenty of iron. If you don't know how to get iron when you first start, there's going to be a lot of those iron mine things over here. I don't know what they call them, like iron rocks or whatever. So just go north and break all the iron. I've already broken all the iron that's up here. Oh shit, these bats just spawned out of thin air. Holy shit. Yeah, I don't have my sword on me, so I'm just walking by. I still haven't broken this here. I will soon. So the majority of the things, you just need boards, metal pieces, and those wedges, which it's early tech. I already have a whole lot higher tech. You're basically gonna need they give you like a carpenter's table and all this other stuff. So yeah, that's about as much as I really could, tell you about. This farming, it really doesn't come in use until the donkey forces you to get into farming. Other than that, I really don't have many more hints. Anything that the game really doesn't explicitly tell you, other than like, red skulls are bad and white skulls and this and that. I guess the hint that I could say would be harvest the fat, harvest the blood of as many of all the corpses, because it removes remove bad skulls. And I don't know, just don't burn through your tech. Don't burn through your tech as fast as possible. Store it up and only use it whenever the most necessary it is to use it. And yeah, that's probably it. That's probably all I wanted to share. I'm going to keep playing, but that's about it. Like, fix up your graveyard. Don't let it go too far into negative. The way to fix it is to click on the broken pieces while the repair kits are in your inventory. Fix it. Fix the bridge and break the barricade that's by the beehives. Buy a teleport stone. And also, you'll get into the dungeon. You'll get you get a heal potion. You're gonna want to save that heal potion, and you're gonna want to save it for a quest. So just make sure you save that heal potion instead of using it. I used it, so it took me forever to be able to make my own potions. Alchemy is a whole nother thing. That shit is a long rabbit hole that you're gonna have to do. Let's see what else. they're gonna want you to, like, right at the beginning, they're gonna tell you get a stamp. Don't buy the stamp. Stamp costs like 60 gold or some outrageous price. One of the guys gives you a stamp for free. I've been eating human flesh because I had to do a lot of work. Now I got a whole bunch of this other stuff, but the game is still a little buggy. I can't like bake fish at a super high speed. Um, this fish, you have to buy lures and stuff to get it, and perch, you can fish for perch right there on the other side of that bridge, and perch gives you three fish, three fish steaks, and that makes a very good resource. Eventually, the lighthouse keeper will sell you better rods, and you'll have a rod that doesn't waste any energy. It'll be the highest ranked rod, and that's gonna be the one you're gonna want to use in the end. Why do I have this stuff in my inventory? I thought I put it away. Anyways, I'm gonna go ahead and end this here, and I'm going to kick off the stream and keep playing. I might, if I think of anything else to hint and share, I'll probably make another video later. But there's really not a lot to the game. It's just a lot of diligence, a lot of paying attention, and not burning through your resources as quick as possible. The majority of people, they just, I unlocked the tech, I clicked it. I unlocked the tech, I clicked it. That's not how this game works. If you do it that way, you will get punished for just spending your resources left and right. And the punishment is, it takes you forever. The only other way to get blue circles or blue X's or blue points is to make glass, and that's like super slow. You only get one at a time and all this and other stuff. So yeah, there's some alchemy ingredients, and I think they said some fish, studying some of the fish will give you blue points too. I haven't really tried it. I haven't really fished a lot. I've only fished in 2 places, and there's a quest related to fishing that tells you where to go. So yeah, like, there's not really much to it. Just be vigilant with your progress. Don't spam it, and have fun grinding it out, being the graveyard keeper. I'm gonna go ahead and end it now and start the stream, rest my voice, and get ready for this fucking 6-hour grind that I'm probably gonna put out. Well, thank you guys for listening. I will see y'all in about 5 minutes. Bye.